Hello, praise the Lord Church. I am Abolijin Jonathan and I've been a member of Encounter Church, Uganda as of this year. I got an accident and that accident was ignored because it didn't seem quite of a big deal. Years later, around 2017, it starts manifesting with a lot of pain in my joints, but specifically the wrists. I visited a doctor and I got prescription medicine, which was tramadol at the time. And it really helped with the pain so much. But one time I didn't take the tramadol and I got withdrawal effects, which I didn't know are withdrawals at the time. I was rushed to hospital, but because of the pain I was in, the doctor gave me morphine this time. It was a different doctor from the first one that had prescribed the tramadol, and morphine seemed to help the situation like almost immediately. So when I went home, in a stint of about 2-3 days, I'm rushed to hospital again. I'm given morphine. That's when I realized something is not right. I'm having a drug dependency problem. I didn't know it was going to turn out into a full-blown addiction. And when COVID was about to hit, the addiction was so bad that I had to drop out of school to make money. Now, that money meant I had enough to sustain my addiction. I was already having a wife and kids. I had met my wife Barbara in 2017. But my relationship with my wife went south because with my addiction, I was becoming more arrogant and aggressive to my wife. Then after some time, last year, August, I went into rehabilitation. I spent 3 months in the rehabilitation. But during the rehabilitation, I lost everything I had worked for and I had made in life. Business, some properties. So coming out of rehabilitation, I'm angry, I am broke, I have a family problem now. That is where one of my lecturers called Dr. Kathy introduces me to Pastor Andrew, because she was really concerned with my life and she said I needed deliverance. Fast forward this year, I meet Pastor Andrew, and day one, he prayed for me, gave me a book. I read the book and church starts becoming interesting. I start telling my wife about my new church and she starts getting excited about my new church. I start telling her about tithing in my new church because the first time I was here, Pastor Andrew would talk about giving and tithing, and I found when church was talking about buying land, so the tithing word came up so often, almost every service. The more I told my wife about church and tithing, the closer we became. So this is something that I hated so much. Now I'm embracing, and it is repairing a relationship that is broken, a family that is almost getting crushed. After some time, I personally make a decision to tithe every week because I was paying myself every week. But remember, when I joined this place, I have a lot of projects I wanted to do, but none of them was getting off the ground, and I didn't seem to understand it because the money was there. But when I start tithing, they all start getting off the ground. Most importantly, I get my wife back because now we have something in common. And I used to call her stupid for tithing, literally use the word stupid because she used to tithe. And now we have something in common, something I was calling her stupid for. Now I've also become stupid like her, but our stupidity has brought us closer. Little did I know that this was God's way of fixing my family. I had a project I was doing in 2017. I was trying to build, but it wasn't moving from 2017. 2 months back, all of a sudden, I get the idea to fix it because now I wanted to go into paper farming, and I thought I needed to use that space as a store. I think of it and I'm like, okay, where am I going to get the money to do this in a short time? But I remembered we were studying a lot in church here on Sunday, and I had now regained the confidence of not fearing any project because God is on my side. And I was tithing. What happens is I finished the project in 2 weeks. Something that had taken a long time looked dead. 2 weeks I had finished the structure and the building was ready. And that 10%, which is so little, has changed my family so much. It has changed my finances so much. If I had not met Pastor Andrew this year, I think my life would have come to an end, number one. Number two, if it hadn't come to an end, I think I would still be a broke guy. And I want to praise the Lord for Encounter Church, because I encountered Christ, and I think I'm going to change generations, and I'm going to change this world because of this place. Thank you so much.